Great evening, everyone. I want to read from Revelations chapter 6, verse 12. I invite the Holy Spirit to help me interpret the word, to understand it, and to read it properly. In Jesus' name I pray. So it says, chapter 6, Revelations chapter 6, verse 12. Then I watched while he broke open the sixth seal, and there was a great earthquake. The sun turned as black as dark sackcloth, and the whole moon became like blood. The stars in the sky fell to the earth like unripe figs, shaken loose from the tree in a strong wind. Then the sky was divided, like a torn scroll curling up, and every mountain and island was moved from its place. The kings of the earth, the nobles, the military officers, the rich, the powerful, and every slave and every free person hid themselves in caves and among mountain crags. Never heard that word. What's a crag? Excuse me. They cried out to the mountains and the rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of the one who sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb, because the great day of their wrath has come, and who can withstand it?" So, the word of the Lord. So what I'm saying is, Then I watched while he broke open the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black as dark sackcloth, and the whole moon became like blood. What I'm saying is already, because if you look at the original maps where the North Pole is, there was the original map. I'm going to get it very soon. And there was 4 land masses that were not they were 4 semicircles that made a circle around the North Pole. And then also my theory is that this has already happened, and these globalists who are pushing their, what is it called? I don't even like to say the name of it because I don't believe in it. It's a new thing. What do they call it? It's another misinterpretation of Apocalypse and Revelation. What do they call it? I forgot what it's called. But anyway, that is not true. And my theory and the evidence that I'm trying to present to prove my theory is the Smithsonian. If you look at excavation, geology, mapography. I don't know, it's not mapography. What's it called? There's a special word for people who make maps. I forgot the name. When I hear it, I'll be like, yeah, that's what it's called. But that was all based in truth until the Smithsonian Institute started taking over most archaeological sites, most ancient structures, and they started controlling the narrative. And this is what I'm saying, is if you look at his story, not the story, not the truth, I'm talking about his story, it's got a pattern where it repeats itself. And the reason it does that is because his story is controlled by liars and manipulators who are adding to the word. They're using heliocentrism, and they're actually adding to the word with heliocentrism, and they're not taking the creation story literally, and they're separating you. They're doing the opposite of creation. So we're right here at the center of creation. The sun, the moon, and the stars, they give us the time. They give us the time, the seasons, and the time of the day, and the seasons, and the months and the seasons. So the sun gives us the time of the day. The moon gives us each month, and then the stars, the position of the stars tells us what part of the year we're in. So, but every rotation of the sun is one day. The moon makes 28 rotations, and it becomes new or full moon. If you go back to the original calendar, we had 13 moon phases with 28 days, which equals 364 plus 1 is the day of rest, April 1st, supposed to be the original calendar, what I've been praying into existence, getting all the everything back to the way it was created. So, what I'm trying to say is, when this happened, so the great earthquake, the sun turned black, so there was a great earthquake, the sun turned black as dark sackcloth, and the whole moon became like blood. The stars in the sky fell to the earth like unripened figs. So they say the fallen angels. That's what I think that's when that happened. Because I've seen different versions of the future, but it's all based in fear. But there's always something that I can decode in it. So I'm praying different things out of existence, because first of all, revelation means revelation, your unveiling of truth. Apocalypse means unveiling of truth, revelation of truth. So I think basically what I believe happened is the people who got control of, so like the Vatican and then later the Protestants, but even though they're working together pretending that they're not, and all these people who use the Lord's name in vain, real religions and real believers, you have a whole bunch of Satanists that are using your guys' religions in vain. And that's what's really going on. And that needs to end immediately. That's why I've been praying nation states to be either deleted or made examples of, or not the people, not the innocent people, not the God-fearing religious people in those countries. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about persecuting any religions. I'm talking about the nation states that are created by people that you don't even know exist. And they fund them. It's all bloodline money. And they create nation states with horrible leadership who do not care about the people. And so they're using, especially God's land, Judea, and they're calling it the nation state of Israel now. And everyone's so worried about Israel. So I was asking earlier, I was like, why is everyone so obsessed with Israel? You know what I know? I know Benjamin Netanyahu used to look and sound different in 2006, 2005, before 2007, before fall 2007. He sounded way different. And then shortly after, he looked and sounded different. So that's all I know. I pray for mass discernment to be like revelation is going to be the end of their time. That's why they're trying to convince you of these false timelines. And I know I'm talking a lot, and it's probably hard for you to keep up. But the Smithsonian Institute, what did they do? They recreated the timeline. They created new vocabulary to get you all educated people to speak their language, to memorize it, to brainwash the populace, to get them to waste their lives for you, to become debt slaves to you. Another form of slavery. You guys created the education slavery system to get these slaves to memorize your language and to repeat your bullshit. Father, forgive me. That's what you've done, And then, on top of it, this is the point of the story. Go look at, there's a Smithsonian, something about the Smithsonian cover-up. You can see the same markings in what they... Alright, this is the point I'm getting to. What I believe happened. Alright, the Grand Canyon, was not struck by no meteorite or comet, whatever. The crazy story that they said that killed dinosaurs. Dinosaurs is a made up word. Dinosaur was added to the English vocabulary in the 1900s. Okay, so go do your research on that. They're covering up the pyramids because it says right here. So it became like blood. The stars in the sky fell to the earth like unripened figs, because figs is God's favorite dessert, one of them. Shaken loose from the tree in a strong wind, like an unripened fig shaken loose from the. That's how the stars fell. Then the sky was divided like a torn scroll curling up, and every mountain and every island was moved from its place. So my hypothesis, my question is, what's the original definition of mountain? And if you look at all the mountains, those are old pyramids. So why did they separate the word mountain and island? Where all the mountains, all the pyramids, there was one huge land mass, what they call Tartaria, Atlantis, the original, when we had the ancient technology from the beginning, God's creation, and then Revelation happened, I believe, because God had to separate them. Kings of the earth, da, 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 da. Yeah, why is mountain and island two separate words? Because I believe all the mountains, that's why you have the same hieroglyphs inside the Grand Canyon as you do in Egypt. You have the same types of mountains that you have in Mexico, that you have in Guatemala, that you have in China, that you have in Russia, that you have all over Europe, that you have in South America, all over. They're all the same types of mountains, the same architecture. They just added and let things get overgrown. I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. So post-Smithsonian cover-up. Why is, because I believe, like I said, it was all the mountains, the one landmass, and then there was islands, and they all got separated when the earthquake happened. And I believe Revelation 6 already happened. And that's why you got these people. This is the New American Bible Revised Edition, by the way. You got a bunch of people, like I said the other day, what was it, James, or I can't remember where it was. Those in positions like preachers and pastors, they hold a higher responsibility, and God will judge them more accordingly. So like those of you who are deceived, like I said, it's okay. Go learn the truth. But those of you who are participating in this global deception, getting people lost in space, making money off of fear-based propaganda, fake prophecies, false prophecies. You think fake news is bad? False prophecy is way worse. I believe we're already in the golden age, and they're doing their damnedest to try to prevent you from realizing it. That's why you don't realize what's going on until 4 years later. You're like, oh yeah, that did happen, until somebody in a bow tie or someone on a television screen tells you, So tonight is Passover, the Last Supper, Holy Thursday. Tomorrow is Good Friday. We have Holy Saturday, then Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday. And it's what it is, I'm not discriminating against anyone. If you want to try to take my words out of context, shame on you. Depart from me. I don't even recognize you, so it doesn't even matter what you think. I hope you learned something from this. Any nation state who's being manipulated, who's being used as a puppet for this war machine, for these NGOs, non-governmental organizations to continue human trafficking, to money launder and bribe, and to control politicians inside of governments, and to pay lobbyists to come bribe them, and to do all these things that they're doing, you're all going to be exposed. I pray that you learn the truth. I pray you find some discernment, or run for the hills, because God is not playing. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have peace on earth, And either it's just going to be a very peaceful transition, or it's going to be a more peaceful transition with people being shown publicly by example. This is what happens when you're wrong and you need to be corrected. These are the most heinous crimes that have been going on. All these government organizations that have been participating in it, I want to give a special thanks to one of my favorite leaders right now, because he gets things done. He gets elected, he takes over his government. My dude, Nayib Bukele from El Salvador. God bless you. He's a G. We need more leaders like Nayib Bukele. What did I say? Bukele. I'm sorry. Bukele. Nayib Bukele from El Salvador. We need more leaders like him. President Trump just met with him the other day. Met with Prime Minister Melania, or what's her name? Georgia Meloni today. Tomorrow, gonna be meeting with some more people, and things are happening. But like I said, I pray discernment, I pray humility, and bow down for the rest of you, because it's not gonna happen. Promise you that. You guys are trying to speak things into existence that nobody wants, that we already agreed is not gonna happen, and you're sitting here having me pray for you. I'm going to forget about you. I'm not even going to remember you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is like, so you should just do what's right. Have a blessed day. I pray for all of you. Pray for all the innocent people in the world. God is coming for you. God is going to pray, or God is going to save you. God is going to protect you. Don't worry about it. It's going to happen. And all you who are participating in human trafficking, satanic ritual abuse, pedophilia, who are non-governmental organizations, especially, you think you guys are above the law? Good for you. I hope your ego will be the best of you. You will get the best of you. So thank you for your ego. You've exposed yourself. And the rest of you, what was it? Oh, and all the politicians that are just turning their blind eyes, making sure the money is flowing between these non-governmental organizations and the activities that they're doing. Like, I think Nuremberg 10.0 should happen, Like, so that way in history, they don't just make a fake space program and convince people they're lost in space for crimes of humanity. That's why you guys are so stupid. Forgive me, Father. I'm getting upset. But the reason that all this still exists, instead of killing the people who are causing mass casualties, they created a fake space program to get you guys lost in space, to believe that you guys are trillions of light years separated from God. Count to 1 trillion. Call me in 32,000 years. 31,600 years. And then do that 25 more times. That's 1 light year. How many light years away are all your stupid theories, okay? No. God created the firmament, the light, the sun, the moon, all fixed within the firmament, okay? And that's the only thing that rotates, is the ether and the firmament. The ether is within the firmament, okay? So, have a blessed day. If you got a problem with it, depart from me, because it's like, Easter Sunday is going to be a great day. This is a Jubilee year. And yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. April 1st was the real New Year, so Happy New Year, happy belated New Year, everybody. I love you all. God bless you. Happy Holy Thursday. What is it? Pentecost Thursday, isn't it? Pentecost. No, Pentecost Monday. When was Pentecost? When Jesus came back and he talked to the disciples and they started speaking. No, so today is, what do they call it? Passover Thursday and the Last Supper. So have a blessed night. Tomorrow's Good Friday, Holy Saturday, Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, Monday. There you go. Have a blessed day. Yeah, Monday is Pentecost. All right. Love you guys. Peace.